5.1 1.
Well, during my studies, I used to support myself by working part-time in a law office. Most of the time it worked well. I could manage my time so that I could work when I didn't have lectures. Also, it really helped me with my studies to have some real-life experience to support the theoretical input I was getting at university. But then, in my final year, I was offered the chance to get involved in a really high-powered case with a major multinational client who wanted to take over a local company. I was very keen to get involved because it was exactly the sort of experience I needed. The problem was, it was at exactly the same time as my exam session. I had to choose between studying for my exams and getting involved in the case.
2.
A few years ago, my college got involved in a competition against other colleges to design and build innovative, labour-saving devices. It was just a bit of fun, but the idea was that we develop our practical design and engineering skills as well as our ability to cooperate with each other and share tasks. One of my friends came up with a brilliant idea, a pram pusher for getting babies off to sleep, and put together a design. The other guys did some great creative stuff, making it look really cool and working on the mechanics. My role, although crucial, was a bit less glamorous, designing the electronics to actually make it work. It was a fairly straightforward job, so I wanted to be a bit more creative.
3.
Probably the best example is when I used to work as an accounts assistant in a factory. Although my work was mostly administrative, from time to time I had to deal with unpaid invoices, which meant contacting customers and reminding them that they needed to pay. Obviously, this was an area that required strong customer service skills. There was one time when one of our regular customers, a guy who ran his own transport company, suddenly stopped paying his invoices and wouldn't reply to any of my emails. My boss told me to phone and tell him we were going to stop supplying him with goods.